The following is a Geffre Productions Incorporated broadcast.
Oh, smash back to the shortstop. Hendricks with a nice play to 2-1 double play. 6-4 to 3 equals 2. What a play.
Looking, that one's going to fall right in the gap. That's going to be a standing double and RBI for Cam Justice. And that is 1, 2, 3, and there's another double play turned by this team.
That's smacked. That is gone. What a shot by Cody Rutschlik. He pulled that sucker right down the left field line, and you could tell by the sound of that one. I just couldn't tell if it was fair or foul. That's in the DNR parking lot.
Down the middle, stabbed by the third baseman.
This is the home of the Bemidji Blue Ox and Bemidji Bucks baseball. Today's game, it's brought to you by Mi Rancho Restaurant, Fozzie's Smokin' Barbecue, 104.5 KDUN Sports Radio, Blue Ox Soda Shop, Northern Liquor, and Angie's Acres. Now it's time to send it down to the field where the magic happens. Here's the voice of the Blue Ox and the Bucks, the Magic Man, Matt Geffre.
Welcome back to Game 5 of this First City Showdown. We're going to make this really quick. I don't think we're going to have much time of a Caden Court pregame show. We're going to throw it over to a very quick. Now we're not going to have enough time for a pregame show for. I was going to have an interview with Chris Karate, but anyways, my name's Matt Geffre. Bruce Legg is right there.
We will. You'll hear that later.
Yeah.
We'll start off with the away team, who is the Bucks, ironically. It is Hunter Brodina playing right field. The Knack is at shortstop. Karate at third. Ty Lundeen DHing. Will Zellman, it's early in the game, he's in left field. Cam Justice at first base. Nadeau playing second. Gunnar Gansky, great name for a catcher. And Fisher Gansky in right field. With Dan Colaggio, not to be mistaken with Wakezo.
Maybe learned
Ironically, I made that mistake last night. And then we'll go to the home team, the Hibbing Miners. Correct?
Yep, Hibbing Miners.
Kyler Miller is at short. Caleb Gunderson at second. Thomas Verkic is at third. Dylan Headley is pitching. Jamie Scheinberg at first. Cole Memiga in center. Bo Berry in left. Ethan Ambule catching. And Dan Wood in right field. Do you think he's going to put some wood on the ball today, Matthew?
Good chance. Good chance.
I think that's what he's trying to do.
So we get this one started.
A lot of yellow and green here today, by the way. You know, the Bucks in their typical green with vertical pinstripes.
Right fielder, number 11.
We have Hunter Brodina be starting off for us. And I believe this is the second game for Hibbing. They played against DL earlier today, lost 8-0. DL's a very good team, too. And talking to Chris, we didn't get a chance to get the interview in, but talking with Chris, he said this: they always play Hibbing very well. 1-1 now.
Hold on. I mean, just to, devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Is he going to say, oh, man, we just do terrible against this team?
Nah, they do play really well, though. Swung out, going to be dribbling foul off to the right.
Hunter Brodina this season is batting .222 with 2 RBIs, 5 runs, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts. My favorite number, 11, by the way, if anybody cares.
Okay, 11, got it.
Yeah.
Noted. 1-2 now. That one's ball going to skip to the net here. She didn't even move.
Yeah.
Didn't even move. Didn't even flinch. Another beautiful day here in Bemidji.
I was kind of hoping the Young Bucks crowd would have came from last night.
Mm-hmm. Swung on, going to get over to second base. Throw over to first in time. Hunter Brodina is going to go down on a 4-3 put out.
I think they might have had a few adult beverages, even though they were younger.
We don't
they
know
were
that
allowed.
for sure.
We don't know that for sure.
The chirpiness was great.
It was great. Ooh,
The knack is now up.
a visor down there. I love it.
He's wearing a visor?
Yeah, look at that guy.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the knack.
No, yeah, he has
confused.
to wear the proper equipment.
There's a strike right there. That's a good slide to start this one off. Again, pitching for Hibbing is going to be Dylan Headley, number 27. Big right-hander.
6'2".
6'2". About 6'2". Let's say 6'2". I'll give you that.
Or 6'3".
0-2 with one down. Again, the Bucks are the away team in this one. Swung on, going to be foul. Again, 7 innings.
It's kind of crazy watching all these different pitchers, how they, start off their motion,
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy's like above his head, like right by his face. Others kind of start off lower. It's, he's basically, his eyes are just over his glove.
Strikeout for Headley.
That's not the right side.
Steve will walk back to the dugout. Now it's going to be the third baseman. It's going to be Ben Karate.
Had a couple RBIs last night in that big fourth inning that the Bucks had. He was a catalyst. He
had 2 RBIs and
Yep.
I got a single and 2 RBIs. When I wrote down, looks like when
in
I wrote it down.
First 5 games, he was only batting 188, and I think he went 2 for 3 last night. And he did karate when he got home.
Outside curve.
Again, we like to have fun here.
We do have fun. People don't know. We love to have fun in this show.
Comment some fun stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. We have our YouTube chat open too. Go ahead and comment. If we mispronounce a name, which we do
Yes.
quite often. Swung on, going to be foul because we don't see these names quite often, and we are what you want to call not edumacated.
Swing on your way to the comment section.
Yeah.
And correct us.
Please, yeah.
Yeah. Great transition. Bruce.
That was great. Good
Thank
job,
you.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
If you say proud of me one more time,
I'm
hit your
so
lower
proud of
parts.
you. Ball's going to go low.
And outside. That's a diesel, everybody.
That is a big diesel.
Medium. Nah, it's actually a big diesel. I'm looking at it.
Comes the pitch from Headley. This one's going to go outside, so a walk. So Ben will get on with the walk here. Now up, we're going to see number 7, the DH, who would be Ty Lundeen.
Designated hitter, number 7, Ty Lundeen.
438 this season with 7 hits, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Is Karate and is it Lundeen in the home run derby tonight?
I got to look now. Let me look.
That's okay. Well, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Swung out, going to be popped up in foul territory. Catcher trying to look for it. That one hits the top of the Bucks dugout.
Bob Uecker or Harry Doyle in the Major League movie, he'd have to have a rocket.
Rocket on his butt to catch that one. So Headley pitches from more a windup. Oh, steps off. Might have heard me. It's like, man, it should not be the windup. Correct. That is literally what happened. Realize can't be in a windup.
Now he's in the stretch. That was his nickname in high school. He's probably still in high school, maybe.
Inside, maybe. Inside, 1-1.
Yes. I like how sometimes you say something and it's almost like inside?
Inside, maybe. Well, we got our ump that we had first game.
Well, I mean, we can see that.
Weekend. Ball's going to be fouled off behind us.
Baz is tracking.
Oh,
Ooh.
Baz almost had that. He looked right at it.
You know what? What a good dad. Covered the children first and then.
What a dad.
Yeah, what a
No,
dad.
especially on Father's Day
Father's Day weekend. Right there. That's it.
Boom.
That's it.
A+ dad move.
What a mustache this guy's got. Holy heck.
That is the DL's manager. Pitch going to be popped up into
7 doesn't want none of that.
foul territory. Is going to be the second baseman, and that's going to be Caleb Gunderson. Tracks that one. So the end of the first, or top of the first.
No runs on no hits.
No hits, no errors, no runs. Score still sitting at 0. We'll be back here in a couple seconds to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
This is Ben Karate, and I play third base from the Bemidji Bucks, and you're listening to Bemidji Bucks baseball on Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Keg & Cork, the first Irish pub on the Mississippi and home to the half-off Apps and Taps happy hour, 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Fantastic food, too, including the famous Reuben, lightly battered Red Lake walleye, delicious homemade soups, and great daily specials. Plus exclusive events like comedy nights, bar trivia, and live music. Follow Keg & Cork on Facebook for upcoming events and visit kegbemidji.com to see the menu and more. For over 50 years, it's where folks come for a while and leave with a smile. Keg & Cork, downtown Bemidji.
Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Gave you too much credit.
I
Got
did.
to your head.
No, you did. Thank you. I know. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
My name's Matt Geffre, and there's Bruce Legg off to my left.
Speaking of left, is Dan Colaggio, the lefty, with 2 games pitched this year, 1 start with a sparkling 2.80 ERA. With 11 strikeouts, 4 walks, only 2 earned runs, and 3 runs total.
Colaggio, like you said, lefty, plays for St. Cloud State, who's actually up here in the booth right after you left, too.
Nice. All right, I mean, Colaggio. I mean, if you,
he would have known.
I might be in the minority on this one, but whenever I hear his name, that's the first thing. It just pops in that stupid little peanut brain I have.
If I knew how to spell it correctly, I would send it over to the booth and be like,
yeah,
play the song, please.
If I knew how to spell that as well, we would both do that.
Fortunately,
we have the internet, and we choose not to.
We're busy.
Because we would be the only people in the whole world, or in this whole. Now, that guy down there knows. Yeah, he's limping. He knows.
He knows. He's been there.
What a great day. If you got nothing to do, get on down here.
Why don't you read off the starting lineups for Hibbing quickly.
Kyler Murray, shortstop, batting leadoff. Caleb Gunderson playing second. Thomas Verchik is at third. Dylan Headley is pitching. Jamie Scheinberg is at first. Cole Mamaga is in center field. Bo Berry in left. Ethan Ambuel is catching. And Dan Wood is going to try to put the wood on the ball in right field.
Murray's going to go on with a
E.
Or Miller or Murray?
Miller.
Okay.
Miller.
Kyler Miller. I want to say Murray. Like
Yeah,
Kyler,
well,
wrong
he
person.
is not a quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. That
Oh,
would
okay.
be. He did play baseball. How
He did?
cool that! And he got drafted by the
Athletics, the same colors.
Yeah. Was that an error?
It is an error.
Okay.
E4. Peyton tried to pick it up and fell off his glove. Collage will come set, takes a look over at first. Pitch. Outside.
What was your number?
47.
40, all the way through Townball, everything?
No, it was a mixed bag. 25, 28, 16. That was going to get squeak right through Ben.
Squeak.
So now runners in scoring position, and that's going to be Miller at second. And Gunderson, Caleb Gunderson is at first after that good single.
I would love to give you stats on the Hibbing Miners, but we have 0 on the game changer, so
Can't help you on that end.
can't help you. Less talking for me, which is probably
That's
the
fine.
best. you know.
Now it's going to be the third baseman, Thomas Verdick.
Verkic. There's a CH at the end. So.
And it was, I'm reading off
K-I-C-H.
I'm reading off what they have.
Oh,
on
that's tough. That's tough
So I'm
handwriting
trying
to read.
Going to do my best. Shows bunt. Pulls it back in time for a ball.
Me and the announcer had to talk a couple of times about what these names are. Reading somebody else's handwriting is tough.
Collage will come set. Throws. Going to be right back up the middle. Will return the sender. Miller's going to come all the way around. And
Got him at third.
going to be a one run is going to score for Hibbing as they have a pickle at between third and short. Runner's going to fall. Throw. May get a second ball. That one scoots away. Not able to connect that one. But it will be an out. As there are going to be 2 runs going to score off an error. And I'd be tired if I was Thomas.
Tired Thomas.
Tired Thomas. He slid twice. And
If Justin Thomas could find a way, I don't even know if he made the cut to win the U.S. Open. That wins me like $150.
oh,
That'd be great. Probably not happening.
Number
Never know.
27, Dylan Headley.
now it's the pitcher. By the way, is 2-0.
A lot of lefties.
I think I remember that last year, too. Just tons of lefties on this team.
Is that the new thing? Is that the new trend?
I'm a lefty.
I know.
There's a strike.
Well, it's all, you're South Dakota, so you can't be North Dakota righty, so you got to be South Dakota. It's. I'm just
Hold
joking.
up.
You got to be different, Do you throw left?
Yes.
Okay.
Comes the pitch. Swung on, foul back. A little over my head, though. But that's going to get onto the road. Don't see it. Missed a bunch of cars and other things. And
Shucks.
0-2 now with 1 down. Comes the pitch. Over the Payton's going to take a couple, little bouncer over to him, over to Cam Justice. So 2 outs for the Hibbing Miners.
Batting fifth for the Miners. The first baseman, number 7, Jamie Steinberg.
Steinberg's up.
I think it's Scheinberg.
First baseman.
That's why you put the numbers down there.
Yep, that's why I saw it right there. Little cheat sheet right here too, Bruce.
Yeah, nice.
First pitch is going to be a strike. Ooh, tough pitch.
This guy needs to help more games.
Yes, like we said in the last broadcast, that I love watching him up because I can see his gestures, which helps. Swung on, going to be over to Karate. Karate is going to throw over to Cam Justice. That is a 5-3 put out. It's like they drew it up.
Summary in the bottom half of the
So,
first for the Miners.
That's where a couple errors from the Bucks.
Number 2,
But 2 runs are going to come across and 2 hits for the Hibbing Miners. We'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll go to the top of the second. Listen to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Valley Sports Radio Network.
Hey, this is Dan Claudio, left-handed pitcher from the Bemidji Bucks, and you're listening to Bemidji Bucks Baseball on Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Craving something cool and delicious? Head to the Blue Ox Soda Shop in the Bemidji Mall. We've got the fizz you're looking for. Classic sodas, dirty sodas, refreshing fizzy lemonades, and creamy Italian sodas. Hungry? We've got snacks, sandwiches, and juicy third-pound Minnesota beef burgers made fresh. Try our Boss Cheeseburger, just $5.49. So grab your friends and follow the flavor. Only at the Blue Ox Soda Shop inside the Bemidji Mall.
Blue Ox Soda Shop. Be the boss of your thirst. Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. Matt Geffre here alongside Bruce Legg.
You know, the Bucks were down last night. Found a way in the fourth inning to capitalize on an error and rally some hits around it and bat around to get, 5 runs in that inning? Or 4? 4 or 5? 4 or 5 in the fourth.
Fielder, number 4.
Let's get a crooked number.
Zelman.
Now the left fielder is going to be Will Zellman. Pitch swung on, going to go out to center field. That one's going to be tracked by the center fielder. And that is
a fly out to center field.
Fly out to center field and caught by the center fielder.
Yeah, fly out.
Batting 6th for the Bucks. The first baseman.
First baseman is going to be Cam Justice. Cam Justice is a left-handed swinger. First
Sagittarius
baseman.
loves long, slow walks on the beach.
Digging into his bio more.
I have no idea.
Cam Justice likes long, slow walks on the beach.
Great at hitting.
Loves chicken fingers.
Yeah. Chicken. Is that another South Dakota thing? Is that like
No.
walking taco versus taco in a bag?
Oh, it is forever walking taco. Slow roller to the shortstop in time to first.
Peyton's up next.
Batting 7th
Payne and Doe?
for the Bucks. The second baseman. Number 16. Peyton Nato.
Nato is a
Well, pitching stats don't help.
Payne's been playing pretty well this year.
Yeah.
First pitch is going to be a strike. What's he hitting at?
Well, he's hitting at a .438 rate with 7 hits, 6 singles, 1 double, 6 RBIs, 3 runs, 2 balls, and 0 strikeouts. This man is going to put the ball in play.
1-1 here, 2 down for the Bucks.
How tall do you think he is? Just to help
Peyton?
your carnival career, when you get there.
Close to 6.
Close to 6?
Yeah.
5'12"?
Yep, 5-12. Comes a pitch from Headley. That one's going to be a strike, and Payne's not happy about that one.
Nor should he be. I mean, a pitcher in you is probably like, yeah, give me that low strike. But
I'll take that. That looked like near
I think I saw
bloated.
I thought I saw a little dust fly up, Oof. 1?
1. Utah.
Give me 2.
Outside. 2-2 with 2 down.
We can hear your horn.
Comes a pitch from Headley. This one swung on. Back to Headley. He's just going to underhand this one back to first.
What did he just do?
Now you tell me.
You tell me.
I don't know what it's called.
Rotor-rootered it.
That's a rotor-rooter. Anyways.
Raffasufen.
Great movie.
I'm sorry.
Score right now, we're sitting at 2-0 in favor of the Miners as we go to the bottom of the second. Be back in a little bit. Listen to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Hey, this is Steven Kishoniak. I play infield for the Bemidji Bucks, and you're listening to Bemidji Bucks baseball and Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
KBUN Sports Radio is your radio home for sports in the North. Catch the Vikings, Twins, Wild, Wolves, and Golden Gophers all season long. KBUN is the home of the Lumberjack Radio Network with year-long coverage of Bemidji High School sports. For sports talk with a local touch, catch High Noon weekdays at noon on 104.5 and KBUNSportsRadio.com. For state sports talk on The Fan, listen to The Bun, Sports Radio 104.5. For national sports talk on ESPN Radio, catch KBUN Plus 100.1. It's all on KBUN Sports Radio.
Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks Baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. Hey, I want to say a quick shout out to our great sponsor like Blue Ox Soda Shop, KBUN 104.5, Fozzie Smoke and Barbecue, Me Rancho, Northern Liquor, and Angie's Acres.
Honestly, I was just thinking, you just heard the sweet voice of Joel Hoover, who will be announcing the Home Run Derby later tonight. So if you don't have a chance to get there, listen on, what is it?
No, just emceeing.
Just emceeing. So you got to be there or be square.
They're going to have shout out to Lazy Jacks as well, too. They're going to have that food there.
Free ad.
Yeah, free ad. You're right.
Say that.
Sorry.
I can't say that that particular place over there anymore without getting yelled at.
Right now, don't. Cole Mamanga's now up.
Lanky right-handed hitter.
See, center fielder for today.
Yep.
Collage still out there pitching. High. Beautiful day here in Bemidji's. Temperatures, I think, in the upper 60s. Not as much wind as was the other yesterday. 68 degrees. We're going to see a high of 71.
This is it. I mean, a little overcast. I mean, this is the weather. Like, if you're going to go play a sport, this is what you want. Not super hot, not super cold.
Wind's coming in the east about 8 miles an hour compared to like 20 miles an hour yesterday. That pitch is going to be in the dirt, 2-1.
I feel like I oversold with the long sleeves, but I'm born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. That's what we did.
2-2 now. Maminga just kind of was out in front of that.
Swinging at the shillelagh.
Getting 7 innings for us here today. Bemidji lost 4-3 against Wahpeton. A lot of the carnage, but like a lot of the issues happened in the 4th inning. He just could never come back.
3 errors in 1 inning.
Talking to Baz about that after the game, just not happened himself.
Sometimes you just gotta hold that. Just let that runner go to first.
Full count here. That one's gonna be fouled off.
The player in you.
Did it get something? Let's see.
It hit something.
I don't know what it hit. Let's find out. Gentlemen, what it hit? Ooh, hit a Honda. There's 100 points right there.
Is it the Honda sales event this week or this month?
Maminga's going to get 100 points on the.
No, he got a strikeout. That's what happened.
Collage got a strikeout. Maminga's going to get 100 points.
It was kind of half. That was 50-50.
The left fielder, number 10, Bo Berry.
Bo Berry now up.
Another lefty. Ooh.
Let's see. I'm writing down the.
1 ball, no strikes, 1 down with Bo Berry up to bat. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Trying to hit that outside edge. It was probably like 6 inches off the plate on that one. He goes from the stretch no matter what. He doesn't wind up really.
No, he's more of a relief pitcher anyways for St. Cloud. So
there's that.
There is that. He's not much fun. Even when I started, I like pitching from the stretch anyways.
Well, honestly, it's like the more you move, the more that can go wrong. Mm-hmm. So you start doing this, then it's.
I try to go to the windup. I just did not like it.
Even in bags, I'm a no stepper. I'm not good at it, but it's definitely better.
Fly ball out to left field, and Will Zellman's going to be underneath it. Good run for him. Again, a lot of these guys play at BSU, so they have a lot of good connections with each other, good chemistry.
Catcher, number 4, Ethan Ambuel.
Ambuel now up. The catcher.
Very ironic. That's not a very popular last name, and that is my family. Well, not mine, but my mother's last name because I'm a mistake child, but there's that.
There's a strike. Collaggio pitched a lot of four-seam, changeup, had to throw a little slider and a curveball.
As a reliever, that's a lot of pitches for a reliever. Normally they're like fastball, slider, changeup kind of.
Yeah, his
I suppose if you're young, you got to figure out what your 2 strong points are,
Comes the pitch. There's that curve, or more of a slider. Good strike. 1-2 with 2 down. And Gunnar Gasky behind the plate calling the game for Colaggio. Pitch swung on, going to be foul. Off to the right.
Gunner's pretty limber. Like, he's got the one knee down. That leg is way the heck over. Like, he's almost doing the splits behind the plate there. Matthew, could you replicate?
Nope. I would
not if I wanted to get up again.
Yeah. I tried to a few times with Aiden, try to like throw to me and it just hurts.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Pitch. Up and away. Full 2-2. Head of myself.
It is a full 2-2.
With 2 down.
That is correct.
Comes the pitch from Colaggio. Almost got the framework. Colaggio's ready to pop off there.
So I was saying, if he got that one in, that's total freeze.
Freeze frame.
Yeah.
Freeze frame. 2 down here, full count. Comes the pitch. This one's going to be swung on foul. Back into the backstop.
Back into the backstop.
Back into the left. Old Seinfeld reference.
Do you think
right
they call it a backstop because it's in the back?
Ooh. Do not know. Comes the pitch. Outside, loses them.
Dan Woodup, number 24, playing right field.
Talk with Chris Crowdy today about, did not get to the interview, but things we talked about was just attack the strike zone.
Yeah, you don't want to be behind. You know, you don't want to start off on the ball, and then you're kind of just always trying to catch up, and it just puts the pitcher and the defense in a disadvantage because then you have to give up a cookie if you don't want to walk people.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Pitch
blah,
swung on,
yada, yada,
foul
yada.
back, and
off a Bronco.
He gets one.
God, did that square up the tire or did that hit the fender?
It hit the fender. There's another 100 points. With a lot of these vehicles here, things are gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Another 100 points out. 0-2 here with 2 down.
It's got to be more because it hit it on the fly.
No, that doesn't count.
Come on.
There's a strikeout for Dan Colaggio. Second strikeout. No, he didn't roll. It's a straight shot.
I know,
right
but
at
I mean, if it like bounces and hit it, there's got to be something more if it's on the fly.
No. Well, it's hard to see.
All right, fine. It's your point system. Whatever.
We'll work on it. We'll tweak it next year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's 2-0 in favor of Hibbing.
The hype.
For Hibbing. We'll take a quick break and come back for the top of 3. Score 2-0 in favor of Hibbing. Back in a little bit. Listen to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Hey, this is middle infielder Hunter Brodina from the Bemidji Bucks, and you're listening to Bemidji Bucks baseball on Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Step up to the plate this grilling season with a home run from Angie's Acres in Aiken, Minnesota. Knock it out of the park with 100% Wagyu steaks, juicy, tender, and full of flavor. Round the bases with premium poultry, all natural ground beef, farm fresh veggies, and more. Whether you're firing up the grill before the big game or cooking for the whole team, Angie's Acres has the lineup you need. Call 218-515-3890 or find them on Facebook. Angie's Acres, where every bite is a grand slam.
Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. Headley's out there pitching. Bruce, another beautiful day, like we said already hundreds of times, and
we should start the Beer Belly Sports weather.
I would love
where you just go outside and you stand on your airfield and you're like, yeah, throw up a little grass, take a little video. When it's raining, you get out there in a white shirt, Gunnar Gansky, I got 0 stats on the game changer for him.
It'll be a foul off to the left.
He is wearing Jada's favorite number, 13.
Comes Comes the pitch. This one's going to be in the dirt. So Dylan is going to pitch from the windup. Throws. There's a strike for Gansky. He said, take that strike.
Is that what he said?
I think so. It'll look like it.
I mean, why not?
Why not? Thanks, BJ.
He throws difficult pitches for breakfast.
There's a ball, so 2-2 here. Pitch from Dylan's going to be fouled, and of course, Chris Crotty said, nah, I ain't getting that one. Pitch swung on out to left field. That one's going to drop, and that's going to be a hit for Gunner.
I'm assuming it's his brother, Fisher Gansky. It's got to be related.
Good chance. We'll see.
For the Bucks.
A pitch runner as well, too,
Number 9,
for him.
Fisher Gansky.
Now it's Fisher Gansky up.
Batting .250 on this season.
That pitch is going to go out to left field. That one's going to drop. That one's going to be fair. Oh, a single for Fisher. Now we have
Back to the top of the order
the
for
pitch
the
hitter
Bucks.
for Gunner is on second. I think I saw 9. I wasn't quite sure who that is.
Fisher Gansky's
No, that's
9.
not it. Don't know. Can't see that number. Who's on
Yeah.
second? But Fisher Gansky's on first. Enter the single out to left.
Hunter's up to bat.
Hunter Brodina, the right fielder.
.222 this season with 4 hits, 4 singles, 2 runs drove in.
We talked with Travi when the last time we had the broadcast. Hunter is a really scrappy hitter. That one's going to be fouled out, and that one's going to be onto the left-hand side. And that one's, almost got the front end of an Impala.
He'd be mad.
1-1 here. Headley comes set. Comes a pitch. This one's going to be down. Right back up at the pitcher. The return to sender. Pitcher is going to come around, and that's going to score him. So there's Hunter Brodinans, gets another RBI this season, and it's a single for him.
Now batting for the Bucks, the shortstop.
Now the shortstop is going to be the Knack. Kashoniak now up.
Struck out in his first at bat. Batting .190 on the season. 1 home run, 2 RBI.
It does have a lot of pop, just a lot of swinging. They're going to say a balk. Yep. Pitcher did
Hunter Brodina was the one that
instigated that one.
Yeah, he saw that bad boy going.
I think some of the DL guys down here said that too.
Yeah. I'm just going to put balk in the 3rd inning. I don't know how to score that.
See, if you have electronic stuff, would be kind of tough for that one.
Yeah.
Comes a pitch. There's a slow curveball. Comes a pitch for Headley. Inside. Anytime I think of Headley, I think of Headley Lamar from Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yeah.
That's what just sticks in my head. Pitch swung on, going to be popped up.
Matt, you got it.
This one is new life for Steve. The Knack. Thank you. You just looked at me like, finish it.
I don't even know if we're on a first name basis with him anymore. It's just got to be
just the Knack. Got it. Yep, you're right. I'm surprised Steve's not in the home run derby, to be honest. 1-2 here.
He wants to enjoy some of that Lazy Jack's food.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Comes a pitch. Over top of that one's another strikeout for Headley. Now up's going to be Ben Karate, the 3rd baseman.
Up to bat for the Bucks, The third baseman, number 34, Ben Karate.
Walked his first at bat, and that's as far as he made it.
Pitch going to be swung on, foul ball. This one is going to be dropping. We know what happens, Bruce.
It's made its way to the cemetery.
Okay. Getting a lot of traffic here today, and a lot of things happening in town, so we're going to keep track of. Good chance someone might get some points for hitting a vehicle.
He
this
laid
one,
that.
Laid that. The second baseman
Got it though.
Lay that one over the first. Just stuck his glove out and able to get that. Now up, we're going to see the DH going to be Ty Lundeen.
Number 7, Ty Lundeen.
Oh, it's the next one. Damn it.
I was going to say what? Headley now comes set from the windup. This one is check swing. Oh, he said he went around.
Replay. Utah, give me 2. Slide out to second base is first.
Retweet.
Yeah. Reacts.
Comes the pitch. This one's going to be strike. Another slider. Those sliders are.
He's got some break on it. He's got some break on it.
Headley would come set again. Takes a look over at third. Pitch swung on. Oof. Another strikeout for Dylan Headley. So the Miners are going to look a little bit, not a little bit, but see, there it is. 2-2 now is our score. 2 runs will come across for the Bucks. As we're now a tie score. As we go to the bottom of 3, we'll be back in a little bit. Listen to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Hey, this is Steven Kishoniak. I play infield for the Bemidji Bucks, and you're listening to Bemidji Bucks baseball and Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Looking for a better deal on your favorite drink? Head over to Northern Liquor at 3324 Bemidji Ave North. Why pay more at the city-run liquor store when you can save big right here? We've got lower prices, unbeatable selection, and a team that knows exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's beer, wine, spirits, we've got you covered without breaking the bank. Also, Northern Liquor has been voted best liquor store in Bemidji. Northern Liquor, your one-stop shop for saving and satisfaction. Stop in today and see why we're Bemidji's best-kept secret. Located at 3324 Bemidji Ave North. See you soon. Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. Matt Geffre here alongside Bruce Legg. Bruce, like I said, what a game. Tied up at 2 as we're in the third inning. Bottom 3.
These scrappy young Bucks are never out of it. Never out of it. Their leadoff hitter, Kyler Miller, is up. He got on with an error in his first at-bat, and then it's followed by Caleb Gunderson and Thomas Verkich. Unfamiliar with this song as well.
How?
Because I'm old.
I don't even know this song.
You don't know this one either?
Back to the top of the order for the Miners in the bottom of the third.
Negative. And I'm younger than you.
Number 8, Tyler Miller.
Miller, not confused with Murray like I thought. Bottom 3 here. Pitch. Good strike.
Righty-lefty combo, you know. Lefty on the bump, righty at the plate.
There's another strike. 0-2. Bruce, you know what you're doing here?
That I don't know so much about, but
let it ride.
Let it ride. Oh, big whiff by Kyler Miller. Strikeout number 3 for Colaggio.
Up to bat for the Miners, the second baseman, number 12, Caleb Gunderson.
Caleb Gunderson got a single his first at bat, and got forced out at second base. Pop that up. Going out to center field. Tracks that, and he caught it. Fly out to the center fielder. Not much of a not much trouble on that one by Fisher Gansky.
Now batting for the Miners, the third baseman, number 16, Thomas Vekic.
Singled his first at bat, a left-handed versus a left-handed pitcher. We have a 2-2 score here in the top of the third. Ooh. Lost that one, went inside. Claudio wasn't happy about that one with the ball flip. You know, they're playing them pretty much straight up here in the field, in the outfield. You know, not real deep, but if he gets a hold of one, it could be some trouble in the gaps. But that's baseball. 2 balls, no strike. Strikes. Claudio. Bam. It's back on track there now. 2 balls and 1 strike. And again, he got a single his first at bat. I wish I would have marked where that ball went. I could probably put that in my scorebook. Foul tip, strike 2, 2-2 count. Infield's pretty much, you know, behind the bags, not really far in. What a bender, what a curveball. Wow. That is it. 1, 2, 3 for Claudio in that inning. And when we come back from the Bemidji Bucks, this is Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Let's catch up with one of the members of the Bemidji Bucks. Today, let's meet
Josh Haugen, pitcher, DH specialist, and Bemidji Bucks.
All right, what made you want to start playing Townball?
Well, I figured it was a good place to start when I hit nukes, so that's pretty much where I started at.
What's your road trip snacks?
Road trip snack? Probably Chex Mix and Cheez-Its.
Do you prefer hitting under the lights or under the sun in the afternoon?
We'll go under the lights for sure.
Okay. When eating pizza, do you prefer squares or triangle cuts?
Oh, squares all the way. Cider
Looking
ranch.
for a better deal on your
Can't
favorite
forget that.
drink? Let's catch up with one of the members of the Bemidji Bucks. Today, let's meet.
My name's Cam Justice,
Still looking
first base
currently,
utility, play
and
for
so
University of
baseball's the easy part right now.
Pay more at the city-run liquor store when you can save big right here. We've got lower prices, unbeatable selection, and a team that knows exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's beer, wine, spirits, we've got you covered without breaking the bank. Also, Northern Liquor has been voted best liquor store in Bemidji. Northern Liquor, your one-stop shop for saving and satisfaction. Stop in today and see why we're Bemidji's best-kept secret. Located at 3324 Bemidji Ave North. See you soon.
Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks Baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. Will Zellman is up to bat. So far today, Zellman has flown out to center field. So far the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Right-handed versus right-handed matchup here. Gets a hold of that one. Flying out to left field, left center field. Center fielder settles underneath it for the first out. He likes flying out to that center fielder, unfortunately.
Now for the Bucks, the first baseman, number 10, Cam Justice.
Cam Justice up to bat. So far this season, Cam Justice is batting .353 with 6 hits, 3 singles, 3 doubles, 5 RBIs, 5 runs, 2 walks, and only 1 strikeout for this first baseman. Cam is a solid hitter. Ooh, that one's on the outside edge. Solid left-handed hitter. They're playing him to pull here in the outfield. And he goes opposite field to the left fielder. Squeezes it. 2 down now for the Bucks, and Peyton Nadeau is up. Nadeau, my bad. batting .438 on this season with 7 hits, 6 RBIs, 3 runs, 2 base on balls, and no strikeouts for this left-handed hitter. So far, a pretty quick inning here for the Hibbing Miners. 2 up, 2 down. Nadeau looking at the first pitch on the outside edge for a strike. That one's in the dirt there for a 1-1 count. Again, our pitch counter is broken at the time, so we are just winging it like most of the time. That one's in the dirt to the backstop. That's why they call it the backstop. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Again, playing this lefty to pull. Ooh. That hit the ump, the catcher. Either which way, that it was not comfortable for somebody down there. If he can get a hold of one and get one into that left center field gap, he's probably running all the way home. There is a lot of space out there. Outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Coming up next is Gunnar Gansky if Peyton finds his way on the bag, which he does. Gets himself a walk there. Gunnar Gansky's up. Scored a run, and he singled in his first at-bat. This right-handed hitter.
Now batting for the Bucks, the catcher, number 13, Gunnar Gansky.
Playing him pretty much straight up in the outfield. A little shallow, but straight up in the infield. Again, the score is 2-2 in the top of the 4th with 2 down. Ball outside. Pitcher takes a look over at first base. And the pitch. Oh, strike called. Dylan Heatley's got a heck of a curveball. It breaks like not a 12-6, but it's got some definitely good break going down. Ooh, foul off the leg. That probably doesn't feel good. But he's a gamer. He's walking that off. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first base. Oh, little conversation here between the catcher and the pitcher. Again, this Bucks team got it together in the 4th inning yesterday. Quick peek over at first base. And he's going. Throw down to second base. He's stolen a base. Save. Quick peek did not help. Now we got a runner in scoring position with 2 down and a 2-2 count. Can Gansky repeat what he did in his first at bat and touch some green out there? Got a hold of that one, going to the shortstop. Slow third baseman, slow roller, flips to first, and he's out. That is 3 down. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th with a 2-2 score here from BSU Security Field. You're listening to Bemidji Bucks Baseball right here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Looking for a better deal on your favorite drink? Head over to Northern Liquor at 3324 Bemidji Ave North. Why pay more at the city-run liquor store when you can save big right here? We've got lower prices, unbeatable selection, and a team that knows exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's beer, wine, spirits, we've got you covered without breaking the bank. Also, Northern Liquor has been voted best liquor store in Bemidji. Northern Liquor, your one-stop shop for saving and satisfaction. Stop in today and see why we're Bemidji's best-kept secret. Looking at 3324 Bemidji Ave North. See you soon. Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks Baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. Thank you. Thank you to Bruce for taking over there for about an inning for me. Appreciate it. When you have too much coffee and too much energy drinks, things start to bubble. And I had to go to the bathroom.
Let's really talk about that. What was starting to bubble?
The old belly gut.
Belly gut.
Belly gut, not beer.
Belly
gut.
Belly
Sports.
gut. That's our spin-off. When this doesn't work, we're just going to, when we get bankrupt, we're going to go to Belly Gut Sports Radio. He's Matthew Leffrey, and I am Maroose.
Yeah. So Bruce was trying to work the board and stuff. So
I had two things going at once. It's unfortunate.
It happens.
I tried to hit pause.
For the Miners, the pitcher, number 27, Dylan Headley.
Now back up to hit Dylan Headley, the pitcher for the Miners.
The Bucks Miners. He is 0 for 1. Grounded out to second base in his first at bat.
That one's going to be over the head of Cam Justice, and it's going to go into right field where Hunter Brodina is going to bring that one in.
Big Donkey.
I noted.
That is a great nickname.
Number 7, Jamie Steinberg.
Now back
Jamie
up.
Big Donkey Snidberg.
Checks out.
At least that's just what I heard from the fans.
The Ligers that are down there.
The Ligers are where?
They're right there.
Oh. Is that who said that?
Yes.
Oh.
Collaggio still pitching. Checks first. Ball inside. That was a good strike. Swinging on that one. Trying to swing for the fences.
Just a swinging.
John Anderson. Be here in Bemidji soon. 1-1.
Get a hold of that Seminole wind.
He wishes he was there,
Yeah.
or should have been there. What else? He
Hey,
has more money in the bank.
Don't ask the donkey on a straight tequila night. You know what I'm saying?
He has more money in the bank right now. Comes a pitch from Collaggio.
Is that a wrestling reference or
No,
Anderson?
that is an actual Anderson
Okay.
song.
I couldn't tell because they're kind of both.
I get that how you see that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see it. I heard it.
Heard
So,
it, that's right.
It's not like you're holding up signs here. I'm like, it's like you're Chip Kelly's offense. And you're
3-1 right now to Stainzak. Ooh, good. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a slider. I don't know. I would leave that slider to like a strikeout pitch. Full count, though.
This ump wants him to get that bat off the shoulder. Let's go.
I get it. At the same time, we don't see full counts every single time. Comes the pitch. This one on. Smoked out to left field. Zell's going to pick that one up off two bouncer. Throws it in to the knack. I thought he was going to gun it because he turned around like he was going to fire it somewhere.
Zells. I like Zells.
Zells?
Another one. The knack and Zells.
Number 17, Cole.
Well, he's always up here, so we can always find out. We can find out if he likes that name or not.
Struck out in his first at bat, the center fielder for the Hibbing Miners. Right-handed hitter. A lot of movement in his batting stance.
Shows bunt. Does bunt it down the line. It's foul. We've seen a lot of bunting today from both teams. Or all four teams.
Right. I mean, if you got runners on first and second, it's
see what happens.
Beneficial to try to get them in. A base hit gets them both home.
Yeah.
Or even a slow roller, Because even on a slow roller, then you got an infielder trying to make a play at home. They probably, there's a chance they can wing it over the catcher and then
goes everywhere.
Chaos.
Shows bunt again. That bunt goes down.
Third.
Collaggio throws over the third. In time to one. No. karate pump faked it, and I was following the ball, or I was following the arm motion. I thought he was throwing the first, and
Well, you got to give a solid pump fake. Maybe you get that runner from second to try to,
Number 10, Bo Berry.
Now up Bo Berry.
Flew out to left field in his first at bat.
Runners on first and second for Hibbing.
Got force outs at first, second, and third.
2-2, by the way, is our score as we're in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch a little high and away.
Also on Wednesday nights, Matt wears tutus. So there's that.
How'd you know?
I'm there.
Hey, someone on the show is supposed to wear a tutu. Do you remember?
That's probably
It was a bet from – no, it was Scott. I think Scott and Dustin. It was a bet between them two.
Oh, that is correct.
That ball's going to be flown out to center field, caught by Fisher Gansky. No tag. They want to test the arm. But, yeah, we got to bring that back. We got to make light of that.
We got to figure out who that was. I think it was Dustin.
I think it was Dustin.
Because Dustin bought the tutu, actually, and he never wore it.
Yeah. Unfortunate, really.
But now that we're remembering it.
Yep. But are we going to remember it on Wednesday? He's supposed to be there.
Look at that.
Is a motorcycle.
What is he doing?
Ethan Embel now up. The catcher.
Ambul.
Ambul.
A-M-B-U-E-H-L is Ambul.
Ambul.
Number 4, he got a walk in his first at bat.
Collazo takes a peek over at second. Pitch swung on, going to be fouled, and looks like it might be out of play. It is out of play.
Cam was on his Pegasus there.
On his Pegasus, yes. Collazo comes set again. 1-1 here, 2 down. Oof. I said oof, not oof. Well, I had 1 F, not 2 or 3.
You can't spell words you say. Like oof, oof.
That
was 2 Fs. Not 1.
Pitch Collazo. This is going to be foul back, and that one is. Don't know if it hit anything. Can't see it from here. But again, we're a point system that we have. The NAC has 100 points. Monaga has 100 points, and Wood has 100 points for hitting a vehicle while moving with a baseball in foul territory. We don't condone it. We just report what we see. There's another strikeout for Collazo. How many strikeouts does Collazo have?
That is number 3.
Third strikeout.
4. My bad.
No,
4.
okay.
4.
Fourth strikeout for Dan Collazo as we are sitting at 2-2 as we go to the top of the 5th. Be back in a little bit. Listen to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Hey, this is middle infielder Hunter Brodina from the Bemidji Bucks, and you're listening to Bemidji Bucks baseball on Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Batter up, Bemidji. When it comes to smoking barbecue, Fozzie's knocks it out of the park. From slow smoked ribs to pulled pork piled high, Fozzie's Barbecue is Minnesota's MVP of flavor. You can smell that hickory smoke from first base to the outfield. Swing by after the game or bring the whole team. Fozzie's serves up Grand Slam portions with all-star taste, located right here in Bemidji, where every bite is a home run.
Fozzie's Smoking Barbecue, Minnesota Nice with Major League flavor. Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. First City Showdown brought to you by 218 Sports.
Welcome to the showdown. Showdown. Thank you to 218 Sports for they made the trophies for this.
They did make the trophies and a MVP bat as well too, which will be given out tomorrow. And Bruce, we do have saying on who gets what, by the way.
Well, you'll be the only one here tomorrow because I'm.
Well, you can still give me input throughout the entire week.
Oh, fair.
Or the weekend.
That's fair.
So.
Yeah. Well, then I want the bat. Give the bat to me.
Player, sir, player.
I don't know how Jacob Thomas did in his other games, but the game yesterday, he looked pretty damn good.
I told him that. I said, that's probably your best Gold Glover right there. Now it's going to be Fisher Gansky.
Gansky singled in his first at bat and scored.
Fisher puts on the bunt and did tap the ball, and he looks back saying, like, I didn't do that. Foul nonetheless.
Call is the call, you know. You're not very few times do you get it changed, you know.
Mm-hmm. Pitch swung on, foul.
Ooh.
Good one. Did it hit?
No, didn't hit nothing. Oh, the person in the Bronco is now looking at their vehicle.
Well,
unfortunate.
Happens when you park over here.
Hey.
Strikeout for Headley. Huh? That'll happen.
I believe that's number 4 for Headley.
The right fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. It's going to be Hunter Brodina. So Headley comes set, throws, going to be down low.
Hunter is 0 for 2, but he got on with an error in the first at bat, and he struck out swinging, as our buddy J.A. would say.
Swung on, going to be foul. Hit the home plate. Sorry, that's what it was.
I think it hit his leg.
May hit his leg? Okay.
Not me. Just his.
For the home run derby tonight, you're going to see Caleb Mankey, Baz for the Ox, and then for the Bucks, see Ben Karate and Ty Lundeen. One's in the dirt as well. 2-1. And then for the Ligers, you see Brandon Johnson and Tristan Weimer. And then for the Miners, you see Cole Maniga. And then for that one swung on out to left field. That one is tracked by left field. Not able to get it. Bounce off the wall. Hunter's on his horse. He's going to get the second and pull up with a double. That was awesome. Good. That's Dave.
Just got by the outstretched arm of the left fielder there.
Shoniak now finishing with the home run derby for Wahpeton. They're going to have Ryan Lath and Jackson Philep. Now up's going to be the Knack. Swung on, going to get right to the third baseman. Doubles off the Hunter Brodina, and that's going to end it for the Bucks here in the top of the 5th. Score still reads 2-0 after that beautiful double play made by the Hibbing Miners. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the 5th. You listen to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Hey, this is DH Specialist Josh Haugen from Bemidji Bucks. You're listening to Bemidji Bucks baseball on Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Craving authentic Mexican flavor in Bemidji? Head over to Mi Rancho, your go-to spot for fiesta and delicious dishes and drinks. Join us for a happy hour from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day of the week. But guess what? Sunday and Wednesday are extra special at Mi Rancho. That's right. Sunday and Wednesday, we turn up the heat with happy hour all day long. Savor our mouth-watering appetizers and sip on ice-cold margaritas without breaking the bank. Spice up your day at Mi Rancho in Bemidji. Let's make every hour a happy hour together. Mi Rancho, where flavors of Mexico come alive.
Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. Dan Colodge's still out there throwing. I do want to mention that I remember from yesterday or last night, Bruce, that that the Knack actually might be pitching later on this year. That's what Chris Karate said in last night's post-game interview.
He's got a gun. I mean,
it'll be interesting to see.
The play last night where he in the hole at shortstop fired it over to first. It was quite impressive.
Just saying, there's a chance.
Davis was you know, he was spot on when he was talking about the knack and his throwing ability.
Does have a rifle, does have a gun, a missile. God put a missile on his shoulder.
Leading off for the Miners.
Now
What else you got?
I don't know.
What other firearm references you got?
Bazooka,
Right fielder, number 24.
a rope, a hose.
Struck out in his first at bat, Mr. Wood here.
Right fielder.
Right-handed hitter.
Colagio still out there pitching. Tall lefty, 6'1".
No batting gloves for Mr. Wood.
Comes a pitch. Strike, swinging on that one.
Growing up, one of my favorite baseball players because I was young was Kerry Wood.
Really?
And that 1998 performance with the 20 strikeouts against the Houston Astros, the Cubs.
Yep.
Riveting.
Riveting. Did you get a chance to check out that video I sent you about about Ross?
Oh yeah, I did.
There's another strikeout.
How he kind of recreated himself because he was a jerk of a teammate when he found out that he wasn't really like a top-notch MLB player, and then signed on with was it the Athletics or whoever, and then he signed on with Boston. Well, he signed with another team after his first team. Signed with Boston, and then he became Lester's kind of personal catcher. And
love hearing that.
Last at bat was a Game 7 home run for the Chicago Cubs. Fantastic. Watching that victory in my household, I had to clean my carpets after that one because we sprayed champagne when they won that World Series.
By the way, Dan Wood struck out. That's the fifth strikeout for Colagio. Now up, it's going to be back to the top of the order. Kyler Miller.
0 for 2, on with an error and a strikeout.
By the way, Bruce is a giant Cubs fan as well, too.
Twins and Cubs. Thank you, WGN.
I agree with that one. I grew up watching that as well, and
I watched a lot of the Braves too on TBS or
back in the day.
TNT. I don't remember which one it was,
TBS.
but they were on more than the Twins were.
Yeah, obviously.
It was
ball up high.
Even though they had the
2-2.
Midwest Sports Channel back then, it was Cubs were on. They had 145 games on WGN. I think the White Sox, who was also in Chicago, only had like 60. Well, they didn't have Harry Carey, so.
That's true. You have an icon like that, what do you think is going to happen?
Screw you, pale hosers.
That one's outside, and Colagio not happy with that. He thought he had him for a sixth strikeout.
Why would you want to show up the ump like that, you know? Just
young kids, man.
You got to just kind of. Because you're probably not going to get the next borderline pitch, you know?
Mm-hmm. Full count here, one down. This one low, loses them. Not happy. So Kyler get on with a walk. Now it be Caleb Gunderson.
1 for 2. With a single and a fly out to center field.
And Chris Karate is going to come out, maybe talk to Colagio as we are in the bottom of the fifth here. Still tied at 2, by the way. Maybe trying to see what they're going to do and to say, hey, just relax, you're fine. And that's literally what it looks like out there.
That was a double tap.
Yeah, you're fine. Just take a breath. And I think Chris knew that. He just was getting in his own head.
I think, honestly, from up here, we can't hear what they're saying, but I think he was walking out there going, Colagio. And he was like, you know what, I got you. Then he double tapped his shoulder. He's like,
gotcha. Goes a pitch from Colagio. This one, strike.
See, told you.
That's that slider right there. Peeked right in. It ends, bends perfect.
Yeah. It peaked.
Peaked.
P-E-A-K-E-D.
It swung on. Going to be over to the knack. Takes one bounce. Over to Peyton for one. Not in time for a second out. Wood does get the lead runner, though, so 2 down for Hibbing.
Thomas Verkic is up to bat. 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a strikeout looking.
Vekic, pretty good athlete himself.
He looks like he's an athlete.
This one going to be out to left field. That one's going to fall just foul. Thomas is in the third hole, or in the third spot, not third hole. That made no sense. Done a lot of games past this whole week, and I'm really getting tired. There's a strike. Then
Oh, that was enthusiastic by that umpire there. He's like, wow.
0-2 here, 2 down for Colaggio.
I almost heard Jack Black from Saving Silverman.
Come on, yeah! I love how we know every reference. That one's up high. 1-2 here. Colaggio takes a peek over at first base.
That is not a big lead.
Pitch swung on, going to be foul.
Did not make it to the road.
1-2 here, 2 down. Colaggio takes a peek over at second. Comes a pitch, this one outside. 2-2, threw too hard, almost threw himself out of his own shoes on that one. Threw a lot of it into it. Do have a new pitcher, looks like he's warming up. Can't see it from here. Pitch, ooh, there we go. There is his 6th strikeout for Dan Colaggio to end in the top of the inning, in the top of 6. Dan Colaggio pretty pumped up about that one. So 6 strikeouts for Dan Colaggio so far. For the 5th inning. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the Miners coming out for the top of the 6th. Score still reads 2-2. Be back in a couple seconds. Listen to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
This is Ben Karate, and I play third base from the Bemidji Bucks, and you're listening to Bemidji Bucks baseball on Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Craving something cool and delicious? Head to the Blue Ox Soda Shop in the Bemidji Mall. We've got the fizz you're looking for. Classic sodas, dirty sodas, refreshing fizzy lemonades, and creamy Italian sodas. Hungry? We've got snacks, sandwiches, and juicy 3rd-pound Minnesota beef burgers made fresh. Try our Boss Cheeseburger, just $5.49. So grab your friends and follow the flavor. Only at the Blue Ox Soda Shop inside the Bemidji Mall.
Blue Ox Soda Shop. Be the boss of your thirst. Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. Now that's going to be Ben Karate, number 34.
0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out to second.
This is Travis' favorite song too.
Joker and the Thief in the Night, huh?
Yep. Be a ball. Catching that with a handle, that one. So Karate will be ready for, not come set. Headley still pitching for the Miners. That one in foul. I thought he said it was fair because I was like, what are we doing? He was ready to throw over to first.
Got to be ready.
You never know.
Got to be ready.
One to one here for Ben. Again, score still tied at 2, 4 hits each. And Bemidji has 2 errors so far.
Not much sun in the sky.
No.
Cloudy.
Yeah, starting to get a little clouds starting to move in and swung on or to first. Good stop at the first baseman. Again, calling games a lot this past weekend is starting to get to me. Start mixing in words that don't make any sense.
The designated hitter.
Now up the DH, going to be Ty Lundeen.
Lundeen.
Strikeout and a flyout. So he's 0 for 2 so far.
There's a strike.
Look at that first one.
Comes the pitch. Inside. The shoes.
You know, Jada was telling me, like, when she was playing softball, white cleats weren't really that known. Like, a lot of people didn't have them, you know, because, I mean, even when I was younger, like, I always had
darker ones when I was growing up.
So, like, and she had somebody ask if she couldn't afford cleats because she had white cleats. She's like, why is she wearing her tennis shoes? Those are cleats.
1 and 2 now after a foul tip.
And now, off the shoulder? That's why they wear pads.
I'm going to say that might have hit the plate and bounced up and hit.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah. It hit the catcher right in the shoulder.
But, yeah, now it's looking out there. A lot of people have
A lot of white shoes.
A lot of white shoes.
Pitch swung on. Going to get right past the third baseman as Ty Lundeen's going to get on with a single. May get something going for the Bucks here as we are in the top of the 6th. Again, 7 innings for us in this game. Ty Lundeen is going to get subbed out by a pitch runner, number 21.
Number 4, Will Zellman.
Well done. Well done. Zellman is 0 for 2. He flew out to the center fielder both times.
Pitch runner goes, and a pitch runner is going to get on first. Trying to get to the name.
He stole the base. He's at second base now.
Yep, sorry.
That's okay. You're doing something.
I'm trying to figure out who this guy is.
Well, that's Will Zellman up to
well,
bat.
I'm at second.
Yeah. He's just a runner. We don't know.
It is Jack Lundquist.
Ooh, the pitcher from yesterday. We should have been able to tell by the socks.
Should have been. What are we doing?
He had 6 strikeouts yesterday. What a performance.
Yeah. So Jack Lundquist is at second. Pitch running for Ty Lundeen. Pitch swung on. Will wanted that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 down with a runner on second base for Zell. What did you call him?
Zelly. Comes the pitch, just one. Low in the dirt, inside.
You got Zelly and a Zell.
Comes the pitch. This one going to be flowing out to center fielder. Fielder trying to find it. Does. Tag up from Jack Lundquist. He's going to get the third. Smart move by Chris Karate to put the speedster out there.
Yep. Good base running by him.
For the Bucks, the first baseman, number 10, Cam Justice.
Ground out and a fly out for Justice today. Come on, let's get the lead here. Come on, Cam.
2 down here for the Bucks as we are in the top of the 6th. Comes the pitch. This one high and away. Bucks are 5-1 on the year. And I believe this is the second game for Hibbing. Pitch swung on out to right field. That's going to get a run down. Cam Justice is going to pick up a single RBI. So they will take the lead 3-2 now.
Now batting for the Bucks, the second baseman, number 16, Peyton Nato.
Nato now up.
0 for 1 with the ground out to the pitcher, a walk, and a stolen base.
So quick timeout, looks like, for Peyton. As
clutch hit there by Cam. Get that run
so
home.
They'll get another pitch runner in.
Is that 19?
Yeah, we're getting to that right now. That is going to be Bo Brodina.
Oh, the catcher from the first game.
Yep. So
Or last night's game. I
Yeah,
guess.
last night's game. Bo Brodina is going to be at first now, pitch running for Cam Justice.
Got a blue sliding glove on, just so you know. Paint the picture, you know.
Yep. Throw back over the first.
Ironically, he did not use the sliding glove when he got back to the bag on that one. It was his bare hand.
Put 2 of them on there.
Yeah. That's a lot of Major League players. It looks like they got like frying pan hands, you know.
It's pitch. Oh, up high.
This is not. Who's 20?
For
the Bucks.
Stone again. Gessner. Pitch gets away and he's safe. Bo flew around the bases.
Because this is not Peyton.
Oh, sorry.
Who is this? I just found this out myself.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Who is this again? 20?
Yeah, 20. So it's going to be Gessner.
Gessner?
Stoney Gessner.
Stoney. Oh, let's call him Stoney. Here we go.
Stoney Gessner checks himself in for Peyton. Comes the pitch. Oh, high.
Kind of thought they looked different.
I thought so too.
Like,
a little
but they're
skinnier.
both lefties.
Yeah.
They're both lefties.
Payne's a little skinnier.
Yeah, I was like, this isn't him. And I'm like, kind of. Then I saw him turn. I'm like, that's not his number.
So Stoney Gessner is
Dynamite following here.
Good job. Little grounder to the pitcher. Going to toss over to the first baseman. But we do have a new score. Bucks now 3-2 as they go to the bottom of the 6th. We're back here in just a few minutes to listen to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Hey, this is Cam Justice. I play first base for the Bemidji Bucks, and you're listening to Bemidji Bucks baseball on Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
KBUN Sports Radio is your radio home for sports in the North. Catch the Vikings, Twins, Wild, Wolves, and Golden Gophers all season long. KBUN is the home of the Lumberjack Radio Network with year-long coverage of Bemidji High School sports. For sports talk with a local touch, catch High Noon weekdays at noon on 104.5 and KBUNSportsRadio.com. For state sports talk on the Fan, listen to The Bun, Sports Radio 104.5. For national sports talk on ESPN Radio, catch KBUN Plus 100.1. It's all on KBUN Sports Radio.
Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. 3-2 is our score. Favor of the Bucks here. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Great song, by the way, to come back to.
Great. You said last night that you could air drum.
Oh,
the hell
100%.
out of this. I asked you if you could actually do it on real drums, and you said no.
No, the moment would get way too big for me.
I mean, I'm sold.
Nailed it.
Sold.
This is the reason why I'm also the semi-pro
drummer.
Semi-pro air drummer. So
you should join the national.
I saw
air
that
drumming
I
competition.
saw that, and there was also air guitar ones too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, for
ooh,
sure.
Maybe that'd be awesome. Great content too.
Great content.
Well, Geffre, what do you do in your free time?
I would
air drum for you.
Got to practice my ear drumming. It's 365 days till next year's competition.
Got to get tougher.
Got to get tougher.
Give me some Metallica.
Stoney Gessner is at second base for Nadeau. Claggio still on the hill. He has 6 strikeouts.
Leading off the bottom half of the 6th for the Miners, the pitcher, number 27, Dylan Headley.
1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. I can see him popping out. There's a bird. Checks out.
Let's find out. See if we're right again.
Thanks, Phil Collins. That was him, by the way.
Oh, it was?
That wasn't me.
Yeah,
That
okay.
was Thank you for dropping by, Phil.
He didn't knock this time.
Nope. He doesn't
Swung
need
out.
to.
Going to be foul. Kevin has to knock.
He hammers those drums so bad you don't even need him to knock. Just know he's there.
Kevin has to knock. Gus Bus has to knock.
Yeah.
But Phil Collins does not need to knock, huh?
Neither of them are the knack. They have to knock.
I wish we were doing show titles. Not show tunes, show titles.
Show tunes. Yeah, we should
show
really
titles.
start. We should. Here's the Bemidji Bucks trying to win this baseball game.
Pitch from Collage.
Give it to him. Bam!
Yep,
He went around.
Collage was like, give it.
Give it. That's what he said.
0-2. So
his hips turned, and those hips don't lie.
Are you saying so far 6 strikeouts for Collage?
I am saying that. I am semi-sure that's correct.
Streak.
Bam! Make that 7
one.
looking.
7 strikeouts for Dan Collage on fire.
Didn't even want to get the bat off his shoulder on that one. Such a bender. He's not even last name Beckham.
Now batting for the Miners.
It's a backwards K for that man.
First baseman, number 7, Jamie Steinberg.
Steinberg now up, the first baseman for Hibbing.
1 for 2 with a ground out and a single.
Pitch gonna hit the plate, bounced over the catcher.
And the ump.
And the ump too. Comes the pitch, just one.
Where'd that miss?
Ooh, that's tough on the miss. 2-0.
Playing this right-hander to pull a little bit.
Pitch outside. 3-0. No one in the pen for the Bucks. Did see someone warm up earlier.
Yeah, they were probably bored.
You know what? I've done that in the past too. 4-pitch walk to Steinberg.
That's not it.
What did I say?
Stein, shine.
Oh, Stein. Okay. Steinberg.
It's
wrong person.
Big Papa Pump.
Scott Steiner.
Yeah. Steinberg.
Cole Mamenga.
Mamanga's now up. The center fielder
is 0 for 1, 0 for 2 with a fielder's 0 for 1 the fielder's choice.
Collage takes a peek over at first. Bat up high again. 2. So far 6 balls. Kind of take a little breath there, Dan, and pitch. There's a strike. Needed that one. 2-1.
Good double play candidate here.
Pitch. There's another strike. Now trying to get that. Pop that zone there, kid. 2-2 now.
Yeah, pop that zone. I like that.
Gotta pop it. Pitch up high.
I watched that Titan documentary on Netflix. My favorite is an Australian saying submersible. Submersible.
Submersible.
It's so fun to hear.
Full count. 1 down for Hibbing as we are in the bottom 6. There's another strikeout. There is 8 strikeouts for Dan Collage.
Now batting for the Miners, the left fielder, number 10.
Now it's the left fielder, number 10, Bo Berry.
Flew out and to the outfield in his previous 2 attempts.
Pitch from Collage. Check swing. Did go. Maybe a strike regardless.
Yeah. Bringing the heat.
Collage sets, now throws. Swung on. 0-2 with 2 down.
Go ahead and tell him. Just tell him right now it's a fastball. I bet he doesn't hit it. Just bring that heat again.
Gun it.
Yeah.
Stank on that.
If you hit it, you can rename it.
Call that.
You can't say that.
Yeah. Comes a pitch from Dan. There's a pitch.
Yeah!
Number 3.
Another one
There's
looking.
9 strikeouts for Dan Collage.
Collage. The batter's never had a chance, you know. He struck him out.
So score still reads 3-2 in favor of favor the Bucks here. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Be back in a little bit. Listen to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Hey, this is outfielder Will Zellman from the Bemidji Bucks, and you're listening to Bemidji Bucks baseball on Beer Belly Sports Radio Network.
Batter up, Bemidji. When it comes to smoking barbecue, Fozzie's knocks it out of the park. From slow smoked ribs to pulled pork piled high, Fozzie's Barbecue is Minnesota's MVP of flavor. You can smell that hickory smoke from first base to the outfield. Swing by after the game or bring the whole team. Fozzie's serves up Grand Slam portions with all-star taste, located right here in Bemidji, where every bite is a home run.
Fozzie's Smoking Barbecue, Minnesota Nice with Major League flavor. Welcome back to Bemidji Bucks baseball here on the Beer Belly Sports Radio Network. New pitcher for the Miners. To be number 12, Caleb Gunderson.
Just swap the second baseman with the pitcher.
Easy enough.
Yeah, thank God.
Good song, by the way.
Oh, the tambourine. I feel like that would have been like an instrument I probably had a chance at being good at.
This tambourine, just stay with it.
You know, it's a little rhythm.
Yeah, just get a little rhythm to it.
Right.
A little rhythm in the rain, right?
No, it's not raining out.
No. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme.
Get on up. It's Bucks time.
Love that.
Beer Belly Sports. Oh, I'm just having a good time, laughing.
Catcher number 13, Gunnar Gansky.
Gunnar Gansky now up for the Bucks.
1 for 2 with a base knock and a run scored.
Comes the pitch from the new pitcher, Gunderson, Caleb Gunderson. Caleb now throws. Good off-speed pitch, more of a curveball. Got him.
That was good.